Do you have a hard time hearing people in noisy listening environments? Does your family complain because the TV volume is turned up too loud? Have you ever been embarrassed because you couldn't hear or understand people in social situations? If you answered yes to any one of these questions, you've come to the right place. Your Miracle Ear consultant will begin with a personal consultation to learn more about you and your lifestyle. This information, combined with the results of your comprehensive hearing test, will help us determine if a Miracle Ear hearing solution is right for you.
Hello, everyone. I'm so glad you tuned in, and I'm excited to be with you today to share some information about hearing loss and hearing solutions. As a husband, father, and grandfather, my health and the health of my family mean a lot to me. And although we don't think about it very often, our hearing health is vital to living our lives to their fullest and being productive at home and at work. In fact, as an actor, good hearing is an absolute necessity. Think about it. I mean, really think about how important our hearing is in our everyday lives. When our hearing is good, our relationships benefit from rich and meaningful conversations. Over time, hearing loss inevitably turns once meaningful conversations into frustrating, unfulfilling experiences for everyone. There's an easy way to get the conversation going again with a free hearing test. When is the last time you had your hearing checked? Before I went to Miracle Ear, it had been 35 years since my last hearing test. 35 years. Why did I choose Miracle Ear? I've known about the Miracle Ear brand for decades, and I know they'll be there next week, next month, and next year, just as they've been there for millions of people for over 60 years.
I chose Miracle Ear because they are a leader in the industry. They have a very good reputation, and they were technically advanced, and therefore I thought they were the best choice for me.
I have been associated with Miracle Ear since 1989. I have been extremely happy with the whole organization.
The Miracle Ear experience for me has been revolutionary. I feel a lot more confident with people now because I can understand what they're saying.
The Miracle Ear free consultation and hearing test are the beginning of your amazing Miracle Ear experience. Your consultant greets you, and together you complete a lifestyle questionnaire, which helps you and your consultant pinpoint your specific hearing needs in the listening environments of your personal lifestyle. One of the most interesting parts of the Miracle Ear experience was having my ear canal checked with a video otoscope. My consultant actually showed me the inside of my ear, which verified I didn't have ear canal obstructions like earwax. But the hearing test itself was the most important part of the experience. It was comprehensive, painless, and I was comfortable and totally at ease. After the test, we reviewed my audiogram. The audiogram instantly helped me understand the condition of my hearing because I could see it for myself for the first time ever. My hearing was in the normal range. I didn't need a hearing aid. Yet, if my hearing test had revealed that I had a hearing problem, I would get a hearing aid without hesitation. And why? Because I don't want to miss out on anything in my life.
At Miracle Ear, it was a very, very extensive hearing test. They made a graph of where I could hear, where I couldn't hear. Seeing that graph made me realize how bad it was. I really don't know how I existed.
Miracle Ear offers amazing technology with hearing solutions that are so small and lightweight, you won't even know you're wearing one. In fact, the only change people will notice in you is that you're back in the conversation again where you belong. And if you're worried about wearing a hearing aid, let me ask you something. Do you notice anything when you look at me? Take a good look. The camera will have to zoom in very close for you to see it. I am wearing a nearly invisible Miracle Ear hearing aid right now. Is this amazing technology or what?
I know when my patients go to Miracle Ear, they're going to have a high quality of care and personal service. Miracle Ear offers a nearly invisible hearing aid that's very comfortable, and no one's going to know that it's in your ear besides yourself.
Most people don't notice that I have Miracle Ear hearing aids. They are not totally invisible, but people have to look very close to notice that they're there.
My hearing aids are small, and Nobody notices them. I have not had anyone even mention it to me.
I have to be honest, it isn't very noticeable. In fact, it's very hard to tell whether or not you have it on.
During my visit at Miracle Ear, I learned that hearing loss is often the natural result of living a full life in a noisy world. How is your hearing? There are everyday signs that may indicate a loss of hearing. You blast the TV so loudly that your family complains about it. Or you're always asking people to repeat themselves. Another sign of hearing loss is the inability to hear and understand conversations in noisy environments like restaurants. When people realize they can't hear voices and sounds clearly anymore, the natural and understandable reaction is to try and hide the hearing loss. Well, like it or not, the truth is that hearing loss is easy to ignore, but almost impossible to hide.
My hearing problem was much more noticeable before I got the Miracle Ear hearing aids. Where in the past, you'd go to a restaurant, and the waitress would ask a question. Either the waitress would have to repeat herself, or my wife would have to tell me what the waitress said. And now that no longer happens.
That's why Miracle Ear hearing solutions are so amazing. They are so nearly invisible and discreet. The only thing people will notice about you is that you're back to being your old lovable self again.
Miracle Ear offers several styles of nearly invisible hearing solutions and a wide array of discrete models, all precisely programmed to meet your specific hearing needs. Our hearing solutions come fully loaded with a variety of features that can help make hearing better, automatic, and worry-free. We've all heard that annoying whistling sound that hearing aids can make. Miracle Ear hearing solutions are specially designed to help reduce those whistling sounds. Our customers tell us they're amazed at how their Miracle Ear hearing aids automatically adjust to help them hear more clearly in noisy listening environments. Our products come with one of the industry's best warranty programs for worry-free better hearing and peace of mind. That's why people continue to wear their Miracle Ear hearing aids. They make everyday hearing an easy listening experience, both now and well into the future.
Miracle Ear's amazing hearing solutions can help restore your confidence and put you back in the conversation again where you belong. Let's take a minute and hear from a satisfied Miracle Ear customer.
I decided to have my hearing checked because I realized through a couple experiences that I was missing out on conversation. When I first noticed it, I was riding in the car with my daughter, and she was driving and I was a passenger, and she said something, and I said to myself, I did not hear one word she said. I chose Miracle Ear because of the brand name and that they had been around many years. And now I can hear. And now I can hear in most situations, and I don't feel like I'm missing conversation. I am a gardener. I start gardening in the greenhouse in February, and I can hear the birds, I can hear the chickadees coming up to the feeder. It just makes you feel more a part of your surroundings when you're hearing everything that's going on. I was going to mention that when we go biking, people pass you on the left, and I said to Paul, well, we're going on a bike trip this weekend, and people pass on your left. I want to be able to hear them. I did not want to go biking without my hearing aid. Paul and I travel a lot, and I think being able to hear everything that's going on is really important.
I think Miracle Ear has provided us an opportunity to have a life together that we continue to enjoy each other's company. Glad that she got it. I'm very glad that she got it.
I've worn my hearing aid for about 6 months now, and none of my family has noticed it. See, this was a big secret. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell my family. Well, until they see this, they won't know that I'm wearing a hearing aid. I cannot imagine not wearing a hearing aid now because the experience has been that good, and I feel like I can hear any conversation.
There's no typical when it comes to hearing loss. There are so many different things that cause hearing loss from just as we get older, our hearing system just gets weaker, from overexposure to loud noises, from the medications that we take that can all damage your hearing. Well, what hearing aids essentially do is re-stimulate some of those nerve endings which have become damaged. A large majority of the individuals that we see can be helped as long as they take care of it within the right time. When it comes to solutions for your hearing, I highly recommend the Miracle Ear hearing aids.
Hearing aids have been around for almost 100 years, and one of the biggest objections people have always had to wearing a hearing aid is that others will notice it. It is perfectly understandable. But today, The hearing solutions from Miracle Ear are so incredibly discreet and all but invisible, they almost vanish. So come on, get your confidence back and rejoin the conversation. You will enjoy the worry-free Miracle Ear experience that for over 60 years has helped millions of people hear better.